Hello there, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for joining me today. I decided that we will spend the morning together taking a stroll around our property. It's a rainy day, but is a lot to see, so I hope that you are excited to take this stroll with me. So as you can see, all of the debris on the ground out here, those are like the little helicopters from the maple trees that we have in our front yard. And what I wanted to show you guys is these little seedlings. So those are Japanese maple. There are 3 of them that had rooted. Instead of getting rid of them, I potted them up. And then I also potted up a little seedling of my catmint. I have 3 tomatoes that I'm going to be planting up pretty soon. They are just soaking up all of this rain water. I have some marigold, which I picked up, that I'm going to be companion planting with the herbs that I did over the weekend. And then I have these 2 beautiful planters here, which have peonies in them. I added salvia and I added some super petunias. And I just love the way that I was able to update that forgotten space. That was my most recent video that I shared on Daphne's outdoor living. Before we go on our little tour, I wanted to update you guys on the fairway here. I had planted that out and put some stone, and eventually I changed it over to a blue fescue, and it's really thriving. So now we're on the pathway. So the tulips that we had planted here came up, and now they're dying back. But I wanted to give you a close-up of the seedlings that have spread all throughout here. I am not going to be plucking them because they're actually catmint. So I have about five catmint. This one looks like it succumbed. I don't know, it had came back over the spring season, and I don't know exactly what happened with it, but I'm going to use one of those seedlings. Once it establishes a little more, I'm going to dig up the one that's there and I'm going to replace it. Now, as you can see, all the hostas have bust out. I added in this bird bath water feature a couple of weeks ago. We planted up these beautiful salvia along the boulders here, and they're absolutely beautiful. I had ran my hose from the front because I'm working on updating the hose bib in the back, and I have it out. I'm going to show you guys what's going on in the back pretty soon. But before we did that, I wanted to give you a close-up of how the slope is looking, the blooms that we have. And I am just so thankful, for the joy of gardening that I have in my property. And we are going to be redoing this space. It's a project that I'm going to be doing pretty soon on Daphne's outdoor living. I'm going to be taking out most of the vegetation that we have here and really reworking what we have in this front slope, and then I'm going to be duplicating it on the other side of the steps as well. Project that I also shared was totally redoing those steps. They were crumbling, and I was able to remortar and fill in those steps very nicely. I also added in the water feature in this section as well, and then updated the edging. As you can see, the tulips that we had planted here have bloomed, and now they're dying back. They're just going to be soaking up all of the sun, and then I'm eventually going to pull out, cut back the vegetation on that. But you have to wait several weeks for the bulb to store up all of that energy so that they will rebloom next spring. The front porch is also another makeover that I did. This is how it's looking. And I absolutely love how green and lush everything is doing here in the front lawn. I wanted to share an addition that I did to our side patio. I planted up some herbs inside of some beautiful terracotta pots. I took advantage of a planter that I had in the backyard that I've had for a couple of years now. It's a metal plant stand that I shared with you guys several seasons ago. I picked it up from IKEA. I placed an order online and I was able to snag this planter, and it's really good for outside. So I'm just making sure that I clean it up, and then we're going to plant up all of the herbs that I was able to pick up. So I love this little spot over here. So I call it my secret garden. I've been tucking in beautiful pops of color like the salvia that I told you guys about while we had our little garden walk. So I'm using my 2-in-1 kneeler bench. It's very convenient for me to just be able to plop down here on the pathway and do all of my planting. So what we're going to plant today is some basil, some oregano, and some lemon thyme. I've never planted lemon thyme or oregano before, but I definitely wanted to try out some different herbs for this season. So I'm just using some Miracle-Gro potting mix to fill up the terracotta pots. I picked up the herbs and also the pots from Lowe's, so I'll have them linked in the description in case you're interested to duplicate something similar to this. I have been using bone meal recently on all of my plantings that I've been doing. It's a fertilizer. It works very well with plant bulbs, plants, shrubs, and trees as well. So we're trying it out for this season. It's been working very good so far. So I definitely will keep you guys posted as we progress throughout the season. So now that we have everything potted up, I'm just going to water them in, and then we're going to go place them on the side patio. I shared this makeover of my side patio about a month or so ago. I'm going to link it in the description in case you're interested. It's a new space that we were able to capture last year, and then this year we did updates as well. So I thought in this little section right here where it's right by the door and it's right by the fireplace chimney on the outside, it would be perfect to have a little herb garden where I can just come and I can cut from. So I'm so happy that I could catch you guys up on this little addition of the planters. Now I had added these herb planters maybe about 2 weeks ago. So that was the footage that you just watched. I wanted to add in some marigold as a companion planting to all of these herbs. Now I looked up before I selected these particular herbs that they were all good companion plants for each other, as well as marigold, which helps with keeping a lot of pests away from all of these herbs. So today I'm just going to pop in one of these 8-cell marigolds that we picked up at Lowe's into each of the pots. I'm also going to water them in, and then I'm also going to add in some water soluble fertilizer so that, you know, the plants, the herbs, and everything is able to thrive. I also want to give you guys an update on the balance of the winter sowing that we did, which is in those little DIY greenhouses. So I did salvia and also lavender, and the germination has been amazing. I'm definitely going to transplant these out this week, but I just wanted to show you guys how everything is looking. So once I pop it open, I'll be able to tell which is the salvia and which is the lavender, because unfortunately the writing that I have on the outside washed away, but I'm super excited to be able to pot those up and just be able to enjoy them in the landscape. So I wanted to give you guys a last look at how we were able to update the planters, and then we're going to move over to the back patio, where I'm just going to give you an overview of the makeover that I shared over the weekend on Daphne's Outdoor Living to my back patio. I'm just going to insert some footage of me over the weekend potting up the lettuce that we planted in January. So I just wanted to pot up the lettuce that we winter sowed back in January. So I got this terracotta glazed pot from Lowe's the other day. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm definitely going to link it for you guys because it is so heavy, but it's beautiful. And I have some potting soil, and I'm going to be grabbing the winter sowed lettuce, and it's amazing. It's the first time that I've ever grown lettuce before, and I thought that it would be very beautiful just sitting alone on the table. It's right outside of the door to the kitchen, so I can come here and grab it, and I can just make a, salad. It can be a side, and I think it's going to be great. I'm adding in some all-purpose fertilizer to just help it along, and then I'm going to pop in the entire amount of lettuce. Now, this is my first time doing it, so if I should have separated it, let me know. I definitely can go back and thin it out. As I said, this is my first time, so anyone that has a little more experience, leave me a comment down below. But I love the way that it turned out. This is early morning the following day. I just wanted to end the video with some indoor motivation. So we are inside of the kitchen, and we're going to just be doing some regular maintenance here inside of the kitchen, as well as making breakfast. We're going to enjoy that, and then we're going to take a little seat inside of the living room to eat our breakfast, and then we're going to do some additional tidying up throughout the home. It's funny, but my favorite breakfast is oatmeal with apples and peanut butter. If you haven't tried oatmeal with peanut butter, definitely try it and then let me know if you enjoy it. As I sit and have breakfast, I'm just watching Michelle Obama's podcast where she had Tina Knoll on, and she was, discussing her recent book that she put out. So I'm super excited to check out Tina Knoll's recent book. Everything that I've heard about it has been amazing, so I definitely want to pick up a copy of it. I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you found some inspiration. I hope that you're having an amazing day and will enjoy the week ahead. Until the next time, have a blessed day.